Hey guys, how you guys doing? I hope you're sharp and have been learning from the video that I've been putting them on the channel so far. Ne? So next, we're going to be discussing Tabaya support and resistance. I'm sure you have heard, or you have heard maybe on the internet or someone talking about the support and resistance, but you don't actually understand how that one works. So this video is for you. So this video, we're going to be sort of talking about how to accurately draw support and resistance, how you can possibly think of taking trades using support and resistance. Ne? So how to like a support? When you're talking of support, maskuluma support, you can look at it as sort of a floor. The floor, as in like the floor. So that's where the price, as it moves, we expect it to not go past the floor. So we expect it to start rising from that point. So that will be our support, which is the floor. You can look at it as the floor. And then the opposite will be Dawaya resistance. So resistance, you can look at it as the ceiling. So that's the resistance we can say is ceiling. So this one is at the top. So when the price is going up, so this will be the area or the price where we anticipate that the price is not going to go past that. So ceiling however. So that's where we'll be expecting to take trades to the downside, because we are saying we think the price here is not going to go past that point. So now how do you get to, okay, let's just go on the chart and try to identify our floor and our ceiling. All right, here is our chart. Ne? So how do we like a floor? We're just looking at the price, because remember how trade, you must always look to your left. You must always look to your left. So if currently the price is playing around here, for you to be able to know when it is most likely gonna turn and go back up, you must look at what it did in the past. So you must always look at to your left. So how level to your left, you're just gonna be looking at those areas where you feel like the last time the price went to that area, it struggled to sort of go past that. So that would be the area of where it found resistance or where it found support, or the area where it's your ceiling and your floor. Ne? So these are the areas like this. We can see that the last time the price came here, it struggled to go past this point. So this would be my support area. Around this area, this is my support. And then you can say that let's see, you can say it went up, and then at some point it found some resistance here, and then because you can see it went there and then it touched there and then it came down. So that would be my resistance, and then this is my support again, resistance, support, just like that, resistance, support. So when you are trading, you'll be but another trick, this is what we're going to, here we are just identifying the areas where the price struggled to continue. As you can see, we were moving nicely to the upside. We struggled to pass this point, that's resistance. We were moving down, struggled, support, resistance, support. So we are just identifying them. We are not talking about how to take a trade from them. So the first thing that I want you to be able to do is to, when you open your chart, to be able to identify where here it seems like price it struggled to go past this point. So this is my support, or this is my resistance. I just want you to be able to identify these areas. So how trader, because the price will be moving to your right. Obviously, when it is approaching, you can see what it did here. And then you'll be asking yourself, why did the price fail to go down here? What is happening here? This floor. So the next time it comes here, the next time price comes here, you can't just ignore it. You must ask yourself, the last time the price came here, it failed to go down. What if it struggles to go down again? So that's why you'll be saying, if it struggles to go down, it means I can take a trade and hope that the rejection that we got here, we can get it again from this side. So that's the logic behind Tabang, support and resistance. You can't take a trade, sell here, and say you are going down, and then when the price gets here, you still expect it to go all the way down. Yes, that can happen, because in trading anything is possible. That can happen. But I remember, trading it's a probability game. So you need to make sure that whatever decision that you take to say I'm taking a trade here, it must be, it must have higher odds. So you can't take a sell here and just ignore like our warning, or the last time price came here it struggled to go past. So what if the same thing happens again? So if you're taking a sell, or you took a sell from higher there, when you get here, that will be your profit. You're taking out your, it will be a take profit. That you must exit and say, let me just see how the price reacts to this area, because the last time it came here it really struggled. Then you just be on the sideline, and then as soon as you see that it seems like it is rejecting, or it is doing the same thing here, then you'll be like, oh, let me buy. I'm buying from what? From support. So what does that tell us? Let's just go back to our notes and say continue with this talk. So that, with that being said, what you need to know, Gahor, every time you are seeing support, or every time you see a support on your chart, you must be thinking of buying. Not to say we are going to buy every support, but all I'm saying, Gahor, support, it's a marginal buying, and then resistance, it goes hand in hand with what? With selling. Why one? We'll be selling at the resistance if we want a nice opportunity, and we're buying from the support if we want a nice opportunity. So now let's go on back on the chart and try and draw the actual support and resistance on a chart. Yes, let's start with the resistance. I found a nice resistance on this picture. So our resistance, we will put it here somewhere there. So remember, you must try and find a line of best fit. So what we mean by that, or here we can see that the price, it was moving up and then it got rejected there. So this is where we draw our resistance. So next time the price comes here, you can't just, if you took a buy here, if you took a buy down here, and the price is going up towards that area where the last time it went there, it failed to go over that, you can't just ignore that and hope that the price will continue rallying up. Yes, that can happen, but when you're trading, you must always make sure that you are always increasing the odds of you winning. So you mustn't gamble and say, let me take my shot and hope that it goes past the point. No, you can't trade like that. So you must, if it does break the level, then you'll wait for it to break, and then when you're convinced that it broke the level, that when you can start searching for what? Buying opportunities again to continue going up. Mara, in this case, if I bought, when I get there I must exit, or when the price gets here and then it starts forming some rejection structures or some reversal structures, then I can safely sell, knowing very well what I'm selling at the resistance, because remember I said the resistance goes with what? With selling. So this is how you'll be drawing your resistance. You just put a line here. This is our resistance. So let me look for support, and then remember, support goes with buying. So for now, I just want you to be able to just mark that area where the price got rejected. You put your horizontal line. Next time the price gets there, you just wait and see how the price reacts. If it forms some rejection or some reversal structures, then we know that, oh, we can sell at this resistance, knowing very well that we will be expecting something like that, because of what? We are selling, and then our reason for selling is that we are at the resistance, and also we have rejection bars, or we have got some reversal patterns that are forming there at the resistance. So let's look for a support, and then we're gonna end this video. All right, now we have found our support, because remember the price was moving nicely with a very strong bar. It got rejected, it went up. So now the question is, why did we just turn here all of a sudden? It comes back. When it comes back, remember, this is an area that caught your attention. This is the area that caught your attention. Why? Because it rejected. Let me show you. Because look at this bar. This bar was very strong, but suddenly this bar being strong, it failed to pass this point. Why? This area is very interesting. So next time price comes to it, I must just keep my eyes on it and see how the price is gonna react there, because the last time it came here, it failed to go below. So that's when you come with your horizontal line and put it there and say, that's my support. That's my support. So should the price give me rejection bars here or reversal patterns, I'll buy, hoping that the price will go up, and I'm buying at what? At my support. And I do have the reversal patterns or the pin bars or whatever that you can have to back up your buying setup. So basically that's how you draw support and resistance. So you just draw it at that level where the price failed to continue in that direction it turned. So that's an interesting area. Next time price comes there, you observe and see how it reacts. Should it give you signals that it could be reversing again, then that's when you sell if it's a resistance, and then that's where you buy if it is a support. So I hope this makes sense. We're not just in what you need to take from this video is that support goes with buying and resistance goes with selling. So not to say that every resistance that you have or every support that you have on your chart, you'll be thinking of selling from that. No, you draw it and then you wait for the price to come back to it. When the price gets back to it, that's when you start opening your eyes and say, let me see how it reacts to it. Should it give me a signal that is turning again, then that's when you sell. The mistake that I find people making is that they will draw their resistance there. The price went down, then they put their resistance. Next time price comes here, this person just goes straight and sell and say, I know this thing is gonna go down like that. But how do you know that? In trading, you mustn't tell the price what to do. You must wait for the price to do something, then you react to that. The best way to go about that will be what? Here's our resistance. When the price gets here, I'm not doing anything, I'm waiting. But based on what it will be doing when it gets here, that's when I can decide to sell if I sell. But if I see that it is still forming very blue long bars here, I can see that the bulls or the buyers, they are still very much in control. They are not willing to let go of their power. So chances are that this line can be violated. Then I know, no, now I'm not going to enter. But someone will just go straight and say, just because the price got rejected here the last time, when it comes next time, I must sell. Okay, fine. It might work sometimes, but if you are using your logic, that's very risky. And we must always try and increase our odds. Why one? So we wait and see how the price reacts when it gets there. Based on what it does when it gets there, we will decide whether this thing is a risk, it might continue going up, or whether it is worth our money to risk on and hope that it will drop again. So I'm going to end this one here. I hope you learned something, and just go on your chart and try and identify as many support and resistance levels that you can. And then from there, you know that when we are moving forward with these videos, I'll be showing you how we actually take in trades from those levels. For now, I just want us to be able to identify. Then when it comes to trading, that one will do it at a later stage. I want to make sure that every aspect of the basics that I think it's worth your attention is covered, so that when we are moving to the actual trading, you can understand everything that's said there, that's being said. So I hope you learned something, and then I'm gonna end this one here. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go.